Is this that 54 that I bought, the Chevy?
The 50, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 54 Chevy
Yeah.
you brought. Okay,
Corvette.
Good. Okay, perfect. It's the first vehicle I've ever purchased that I haven't seen.
Really?
I've never.
I've unloaded the Barris Kustom and we delivered it here to Ron. Ron, he remembers this stuff when he was a kid. This is his, what he couldn't afford as a kid, he can afford now. And I think it's in the perfect home. He's going to cherish it. He's going to take care of it. So Ron is a caretaker for now. One day it'll go to somebody else, but I think it's in the perfect home now.
I saw this rig online, so I had written a note. And so I texted the owner, he called me. He said, by the way, Chip Fuss is having it. I said, who? He said, Chip Fuss. I said, well, yeah, we go back quite a ways. And I said, of course, I knew his dad and so forth. He said, I'm going to have you talk to Chip. So I had no idea he was involved initially, which turned out to be a blessing. This car was built when I was a senior in high school in '58. Barris was doing some things. He did a '58 chopped coupe. Barris did for a friend of mine. I never had enough money to afford Barris. Barris was #1 in the world. God, he built every exotic piece that was around. And if you had a Barris rig, you had a rig. I mean, that's what you did. And that's, that's the whole background of this interest is the fact of the builder. It's just unique. It's unique as hell. Oh my goodness sakes.
That's a Junior Conway 1958 candy apple red paint job.
I imagine I'll get a list of things that you've done to the car.
Yep.
Obviously, reworked the solenoids.
Yeah.
And
Made
all
sure
the
all the
mechanical,
solenoid-
everything mechanical.
Yep.
Shocks.
We didn't, when we pulled everything down in the motor, we checked all the compression. Compression was great. We had oil pressure.
My
We
goodness.
just put it all back together and the thing runs good.
For goodness sakes.
Built in '58,
Yeah.
parked in '72. We pulled it out of the garage. Had an inch of dust on it.
I saw that, of course.
Filthy, yeah.
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 This is really incredible.
It's
Chip.
amazing. This is one
Oh my goodness sakes.
of only 2 remaining
Barris
Barris Customs from the '50s that have the original custom paint work on it. And you know who Dean Jeffries was?
Sure.
He's the one that did all the graphics.
Yeah, I read the story behind it.
There's his Jeffries '58, and it's also on the bottom of the spare tire cover.
Okay.
Has his initials
Yeah.
there. And that's gun finished. They never rubbed the paint job.
Isn't that something?
When I thought I was going to rub it and clean it all up, and I thought it was never rubbed. You can't. You destroy the graphics trying to rub it now.
The
I would
gloss?
leave it like this because this is what it was. This is what they got from.
What did you do to the paint after you received
All
it?
we did was hand clean it. That's what it was. I wanted to preserve it.
That's a lacquer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We can drive it. I'll move the trailer and we'll go down the block.
Okay. You're driving.
You want to drive?
No, you be the engineer.
Pull.
Got a serious solenoid. Some of the times. There we are. Might have to tuck it. Do you have to tuck it at all? Perfect.
See if we can go down that bump.
Yep, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, see, that's power steering.
Yeah, I'm sure. Just by the model. You know what we'll do is just go to the corner. We'll just go a short distance. Okay.
We didn't go very far. We just went around the neighborhood and just wanted to let them see how easy this car is to drive and that it is a reliable car that he can take to shows and share it with the world. If you're trying to climb a hill, you can put it in low and this thing will go up a mountain.
Okay, the train.
You want to drive it?
No. Hell no, I got enough things going on.
Okay, I'm going to pull it right over
Yeah,
here.
pull over here this way.
We're going right here.
Pull in. You're fine.
There you are.
Okay, brother.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's all yours.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Chip, you got to see this.
Yeah?
Interesting that I still retain things that I have respect for.
Well, I remember your car.
And admiration. This was the The
You had this at the Good Guys show.
the 87 Good Guys show. And you
You still have
made
the
me a
note.
handwritten note
Please have your
on a
card.
piece of scratch pad. Said, meet me at the stand, we got something for you. And we won the show. And of course you did the art.
That's too fun.
You did the artwork, and isn't that amazing? That's the
Check
note that
that
was
out.
on my windshield.
That's my note. I was amazed to see that note. That was 25 years old when I wrote that note. And I remember when Gary Metters told me to pick a car that I would use for the t-shirt the following year. And I picked his car and left that note in there, and he came up. But to see that note, and he's got the original flyer for the show, that, you know, I'm impressed. You know, that means a lot to me. 88.
87.
So
That was.
87, okay. I would have been 25 years old.
Oh my goodness.
So I've been alive longer since I wrote this note than I had been alive when I wrote it.
Well, I tell you what.
That's pretty
I've
fun.
cherished it. It's always been on my wall.
That's
I've
awesome.
I've got a million plaques, you know, with all the cars, and of
Very
course,
cool.
I was in every magazine in the world every time I built a car. He was startled that I still had the note from him from 40, 50 years ago. But you know, things of importance you hang on to. I have files. I have files on my other 40, and they have files, and periodically, I go, God, I didn't realize I had that. But I retain everything.
Actually, there is a box in the trunk of the car that I want to show you.
Okay, perfect.
So.
Perfect. We'll paint it so we know.
There's your boot.
Okay, now literature.
And this.
Oh my goodness. See, people retain important
Yes.
documents.
Yes. So, John Glazer, who owned it. There's your original owner's manual.
Somebody's got the timing.
Yep. This top was put on the car in 1961. Craig has that original. This is your supercharger.
Yeah, my
The owner's. Yep. Owner's manual.
Oh yeah, it's got all the scoop. That's perfect. 60 years ago.
Installation. Yeah.
Oh my God.
These are all magazines that your car's in. These are the
plates.
plates that were on it when we picked it up, but we had the plates that are on it now made because those are the plates that were on it when Barris first finished it.
For goodness sakes. For goodness sakes. Isn't that neat? Well, Chip, you've done a nice job, buddy. I will obviously keep you posted
Fantastic.
on when I modify the headlights and taillights. Do I have to notify you?
You can put it all back
You
stock?
rascal. I got to put it all back the way it was? Okay. Well, appreciate
And
it
then
very much.
you see that? It matches.
My goodness sakes. You're on top of it, as usual.
That was,
as usual.
they already had that on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's original
Oh,
from,
okay. So that came with the, I'll be damned.
yeah, when
Isn't that neat?
they bought the car originally.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been fun. And so that part was very impressive. That the fact that everything else had been neglected and sidestepped for so many years, to say I've got the literature? Give me a break. I mean, that should have gone south. You know, it's just kind of interesting. And it's perfect. I'm not gonna do anything in the car. I think I told Chip I might clear it, clean it up and clear it. Barris would probably be pleased because when he delivered it, it was shiny. Other than that, it's all cool. It's perfect.
Ron's cars are absolutely beautiful. So I know that this Barris Kustom is in the right place and in the right hands because he will take care of it. I think the car is in the perfect hands. Ron is going to cherish this and take care of it, and the legend will live on.
Well, it's a crying shame you don't even know my name. But every time you pass me by, girl, it makes me wanna cry. It's a crying shame. I go inside and close the door because I just can't take no more.